What's going on, Poke People? I have a review of my friend's Victini EX deck. And, I was talking about that in my Blastoise Black Hurim deck video. If that was a really good video, I think you'd all love to see it. Shameless self-promotion. I know, actually, that's pretty shameful. Anyways, he's a beginner, and we just wanted to have a little fun deck that he could play semi-competitively, not in any big tournaments, but something that could actually stand up to a real deck.
Yeah, I would really not recommend using this in tournaments.
Actually, it can be viable, but you might need to work on deck list a little bit.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, here we go. We have 3 Victini EX, mostly for Turbo Energize. You can get the bench going pretty quick, and you can start doing some pretty hefty damage with Lugia, especially because of Victory Piece. This thing kills Genesects if you have a Victory Piece on it. You can knock out Genesect first turn.
Murder.
Even if Virizion too. So that's a pretty good card. We have 2 Moltres, basic, just as a big basic that we could use maybe to attack every once in a while. Burn the defending Pokemon. Get a little bit of damage racked up before Lugia comes in and kills things.
I wouldn't really rely on those cards to hold you up.
They're mostly just beginning game attackers, just if you need them.
Yeah, they have decent HP, but
nothing too heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 1 Moltres EX. He is pretty good. He has a built-in Crushing Hammer because of his attack, and that is really good because you can use Victini's Victory Star instead of using Crushing Hammer. You can actually reflip the coin and start racking up actually getting rid of some pretty significant numbers of energies.
Which, with my luck, is really good.
Yeah. 1 Lugia EX. He's a pretty big late game attacker. You're going to need him later in the game to start getting the big kills to kill some bigger Pokemon. Because big things are big kills and big. Anyways, we have 2 Bouffalints, which get up some pretty hefty kills on EXs. And it gets a lot of damage against EXs pretty quick.
That's actually, for 3 energies, 120 damage to an EX.
With the muscle bands, it's 140. And you can start racking up some pretty serious damage with that thing. For stadiums, we play 1 Battle City, just as a little thing, and 1 Pokemon Center, because there's no real stadium that really works well with this deck.
Yeah, Pokemon Center can help you, but it can also backfire.
Because they can hail their Pokemon too.
Yeah. Same with Battle City, both players can draw cards. So.
Yeah. But that's okay. We have 8 supporters. We have half of them are Junipers. Juniper's just a good card, getting a nice refresh on your hand. And start getting things pretty quick. 2 Chorus, you can utilize your opponent's big bench size. You get maybe 3-4 bench Pokemon. You can start drawing up to 9 cards usually.
Yeah, it's like an upgraded version of Juniper because you don't really even have to discard your hand. You just shove your hand back into your deck.
It's pretty good. Charon, you can draw 3 cards. Pretty straightforward. Well, Iris is a very situational card, but you can use it to be pretty good and start getting some pretty good revenge kills with Bouffalant, racking up. Say your opponent's drawn 4 prizes, you can get
Bouffalant plus attacking an EX with and if you
with a muscle band and an Iris, and then you can get up to 140 if they've taken 4 prizes, which is not actually unlikely.
No, you could if you're attacking an EX, they can go up to 230.
Yeah, I guess.
Which takes out Mega Charizard in 1 hit.
How do you figure 230?
Because muscle band, Gold Breaker, and Iris.
140 plus 50 max is 190. You got up to a maximum of 190 damage, which is a pretty big number too. Whoops, whatever. 4 Pokemon Catcher. 4 Pokemon Catcher. They're a good card, and you can play them situationally. And I don't know why more people don't play these. They're pretty good. 2 Switch, always a good thing. They switch your active Pokemon with your bench Pokemon, blah, 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 blah. 2 energy retrievals, retrieve some energies. Because this deck can burn through them a little bit. 3 potions, heal some damage off of your Pokemon. Shut up. 2 Sacred Ash, shuffle 5 Pokemon from your discard back into your deck. This runs a pretty low Pokemon count, so regenerating them is always a good thing.
Especially if you lose all 3 of your Victinis.
Yeah. 1 Super Rod, you can bring back your Pokemon and energy from your discard. We all know what that does. 4 Ultra Ball, just to get any Pokemon into play. It's a good card. 3 Muscle Band. You can start doing some pretty heavy stuff. Oh, and by the way, you can go up to 200 with the Silver Bangle to an EX. So that's good.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. We know what that does. That's mainly for Bouffalant. Maybe for other things. Giant Cape. You just get 20 more HP. Sometimes you throw it on a Lugia. Sometimes not. 1 Professor's Letter. Get some fire energy. Those are always fun.
Yes.
4 Double Colorless Energy. A lot of Pokemon have a double colorless in their attacks. So those are always fun to run, and they work well in this deck.
Yeah.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Fire Energy. Just because they're a nice basic energy that you can use. And Victini relies on them. And finally, 4 Plasma Energy.
Mainly for
Lugia and Moltres. So that was a review of his deck. It's a pretty good deck, fun to play against, and it's more competitive than what he's had in the past. This is a fun little review. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.